If you on, I just want to welcome you. I wonder if it's showing. Cause I went different this time, y'all. I switched it up and went live on. Let me see if I can welcome people. There we go. Welcome if you're reading it, the Wealth Movement. But yeah, I went live on YouTube. I'm just trying different stuff, trying different things, helping people in all avenues. Cause I gave Facebook a taste yesterday. I hit them with like 3 marketing keys. Today I'm gonna hit y'all with how to succeed using social media. So we'll wait about another minute. Then from there it's a go, just like that. Dreads longer, money longer. And we're gonna start, if they ain't on here, they ain't on here, y'all, So I just want to welcome everybody to the first YouTube live that I've ever done. Well, I think I went live maybe one time, I don't know. But long story short, the same way you succeed with your home parties, and your meetings and things of that nature, you have to do that same thing on social media, you guys. And that's just build relationships. It's called network marketing, multi-level marketing. And the big thing is a lot of people, they get into it, but they don't realize it's about building relationships. You just feeding into you got to feed that funnel. And once you keep feeding that funnel, after a few years, you'll get something that come out of that at the bottom, because you feed the funnel, so the funnel is like that. So, it's big at the top, small at the bottom, meaning only a few, only a few gonna make it to the end. You see, only a few is gonna really funnel to the very bottom of this. You see what I'm saying? And you need to make sure you feeding the top. The top of the funnel, you got to keep feeding it. Keep building relationships. Keep feeding the top of the funnel. Who comes out at the bottom? Those are the people we want, you know. Family, friends, co-workers, introduce them to them, but introduce the opportunity to them. But it's so much better, you guys, if you have really a system, if you really have a value-based system, excuse me. So the thing is, not having a system, not having a program that you could really narrow down on and really get into it and really keep feeding that funnel. Because if you keep pitching, if all you do is pitch, 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 meaning you tell everybody, hey, how you doing? My name is Gary. I have I do this. Are you open to income? Are you, if you keep doing that, a lot of pitching opportunities, like pitching is effective. You want to pitch, you want to stay pitching, you want to stay building relationships. But pitching isn't the most effective way to do it. You see, that's why you use social media to sort of help that. You use social media to keep building relationships, keep building relationships, keep building relationships. It's free. All you got to do is reach out to people, introduce yourself. Hey, how you doing? You don't have to sell on the first try. There's no reason to sell on the first try. You have to build a relationship. Once you start learning, once you start feeding your mind, you'll realize I'll never grow anything if I'm steady, just remaining the same. Because for one, you want to get your mindset right first. You have to switch your mindset. There's no way that you should be thinking like an employee. Once you decide to open a business, once you decide to build a team, once you decide to take advantage of a opportunity. You see, so once you decide to take advantage of the opportunity, it's no longer up to you. You see, it is no longer up to you to well, it's always up to you, but it's really not up to you. It's up to them. You see, so all you want to do is you want to share your opportunity, and that's it. Like you just want to plant the seed and you keep it going. And that's basically what you do on social media. You plant the seed, you keep it going. You use the value-based selling, you use the VBS system that I that I'm going to post in a little while. And that's it, you guys. You don't want to focus on anything other than feeding that funnel, feeding that funnel, feeding the top of that funnel. Who comes out of the bottom? It'll never be your decision. It'll never be your decision because at the end of the day, when you see a good opportunity, you either take advantage of it or you don't take advantage of it. Um, my sponsor, Tara, introduced me to it. I think my mind was already made up because it was just she was talking finance. You see what I'm saying? She was talking something that I really wanted to hear. I couldn't join a business that like I just started promoting the business. I just started promoting the business and you know, seeing the income opportunities with the business. I got the opportunity just because I wanted to change my financial future. You know, the business that we're in, the business that we promote, it's all about financial success. And so all I'm doing is planting the seeds. When I plant the seeds and I talk about savings and taxes and things of that nature, anyone that doesn't get with it, that's fine. Like that's fine. They're not serious about their finances, which is fine. I wasn't for a long time. It took me 27 years to really get serious. 26, 27 years to really get serious about my finances. So if I see someone day, I introduce them to them. I let them know this was how I saved the most money than I've ever had in my whole entire life. Why? Because I made a decision to get in. I joined and I studied. Like I learned the game. I was able to save money. I was able to learn some things that's gonna even help me in the future. And see, taxes and things of that nature so simple, but it's like they make it super hard for us. They make it darn near impossible. So back to the topic though, it's social media, and it's the same thing that it's been for the longest of time, marketing. And marketing is always going to come down to one thing: grabbing someone's attention, communicating, and persuading. And that's what it comes down to, you know. So when you on social media, your main thing should be build an audience, engage with them, and sell to them. That's the same thing. That's what it's always been. You have to have that audience. So that's number one with social media. You need to have an audience. If you don't have an audience, what you doing, who you selling to, who you talking to, it's no reason to even communicate if you don't have an audience. Who are you talking to? You have to have an audience. Like I'm on this live now, I have an audience. Like I have people watching, even though I'm not selling. But I'm engaging, I'm talking, I have an audience. You see what I'm saying? So when you have an audience, that's number one. You have to have an audience no matter what. You have to. You have to. That's number one. So from there, once you have that audience, you start engaging with them. You start talking with them. Once you're talking with them, engaging with them, building that relationship. Remember, I said on with the funnel, you want to bring people in, and then it's up to them to go all the way through that funnel. But once you build that audience, that's when you start engaging with them. You interacting with them, engagement, interaction, things of that nature. And that's the big thing that you want to accomplish. You want to build, engage, sell. And that's what it is. Build, engage, and sell. Build, engage, and sell. Build, engage, and sell. In our case, build, engage, and sponsor. Build, engage, and sponsor. That's what it is with network marketing. You need to build relationships and keep those relationships going. Keep those relationships going. Everyone won't say yes. Everyone won't say no. And that's the ones we want. But you have to use social media just as you would any other platform, which is building, engaging, and selling. Back in the day, old school direct mail, when you really get into marketing and really start studying marketing, and you will, because you have no choice if you get serious about your business. If you really study old direct marketing techniques, what they did, audience. First thing you want to do, identify your audience, identify who you can help. That's the first thing you do. Your product cannot help everyone, and your product will not help everyone. Back in the day, direct mail, direct response advertising and marketing came down to one thing. They always found the audience. You can't market to everyone. And when you try, you'll lose out big. You cannot market to everyone. You have to build an audience. Build an audience. On social media, build an audience. You won't have 1 million fans the first day. You won't. You will not. You will not have 1 million fans. You will not have 1 million followers. You have to build it and then engage with the few that you do have. And once you do build with those few that you do have, that's when you continue to build, engage, sell, build, engage, sell, build, engage, sell, and you keep churning and you keep churning and you keep churning. And this a major key. This a major key. This is what I teach in the wealth movement. You keep churning and you keep churning and you keep churning 365 days out the year, times 1 year, times 2 years, times 3 years, times 4 years, times 5 years, and you churning 365 days compounded by 5 years. You tell me you won't see results. You're telling me 365 days churned over a span of 5 years. You won't see a difference. You're going to see a difference. You're going to build your social media. You're going to build your following. You're going to build your audience. But you have to show up every day on social media. You have to be consistent. You have to consistently build your audience, consistently engage with them, point blank. Because social media is pretty much the awareness stage. So you're just introducing everyone to yourself. If you're trying to sell on social media, you're kind of losing. You don't really want to sell on social media right off the bat. Social media is best used for that begin stage of the relationship. It's to bring that awareness to yourself, to your product, to your solution. That's what you should use social media for. Stop trying to sell right off the bat. Just use social media to bring major attention to yourself, your brand, your product, whatever it is that you're offering. If you can get in that mindset that social media really isn't the place to try to sell right off the bat, you'll be better off. But I'm like 12 minutes in. I want to put some finished touches on the new audio that I just released. I just released the audio that goes into detail about value-based selling. I'm going to release that either tonight or tomorrow, and I'll have that ready for you guys. And once you see what I'm talking about with that audio, it's like 7 minutes long. Watch that. Well, listen to that audio, and you'll see what I'm talking about. How I go into detail about just adding value to the marketplace, helping people helping people find solutions. Once you start doing that, they're going to come to you, you guys. They're going to be attracted to you. You just have to know, and you just have to feel secure enough to help enough people. Help enough people, look out for enough people, and you'll grow your audience. You'll grow everything, but you just have to show up every day and know that we working. Know that we working. Everything is already yours. Now, this on some personal development, manifestation type stuff to end it off. Know that it's already yours. Know that the goal is already in the mountains. But you got to work to get that goal out of the mountain. You have to work to get results in your business. Remember that the goal is already in the mountain. It's already yours. You already a millionaire, billionaire. You already own your house, your car, whatever. It's already yours. But you have to remember, the goal is already in the mountain. Listen to me. The goal is already in the mountain. But you have to work to mine that goal. So you already have a successful business. You just got to work. So until then, just grind. Later, I'm out. See y'all at the bank.